welcome back to this video. At the end of May I was treated to a week's holiday in Dorset as part of my 60th birthday celebrations. I'll have more on that later, but for my birthday I was lucky and got 3 new locomotives. And in this video I'll let you see them and examine their real life heritage. This is not really a review video, but I will point out a couple of areas of interest on the first 2 models so that others can be informed. This is Great Western number 7752, one of the legendary 5700 class pannier tanks built in November 1930 by the North British Locomotive Company for Swindon Works. She was part of a vast fleet of 863 pannier tanks. These engines were the backbone of dock, branch line and yard work across the Great Western network. Allocated originally to Aberdare, then Newport, 7752 faithfully served on local duties under both Great Western and British Railways. As you can see, she runs very well and very much looks the part. She has here a train that must have originated on the southern region. In 1975 she earned a special honour, joining the 150th anniversary Cavalcade of the Stockton&Darlington Railway at Shildon. Now Bachmann have produced this model, marking the 200th year since the opening of the Stockton&Darlington Railway. Now, while outwardly the model has been done to a high standard, I think this might simply be a re-release of Bachmann's original Pannier, as the cab is sparse and even has one of the drive gears showing through the cab floor. Perhaps most famously, in November 1959 she was sold to London Transport and renumbered L94, and went on to become the last steam locomotive to run on the Metropolitan line on the 6th of June 1971, making the 10 o'clock news that night for doing so. After this she was immediately bought by the 7029 Clune Castle Limited. She remains preserved to this day. Now our loco has a pure Great Western train behind her. And now a Somerset and Dorset joint railway, Midland 4F. Here's the Hornby model of number 61, originally built for the Somerset and Dorset joint railway in 1922 by Armstrong Whitworth. She is part of what became the LMS Fowler Class 4F 060 freight engines designed by Henry Fowler. A fleet of 575 Duck 6s were built between 1924 and 1941. Working across the entire LMS network. As can be seen, she is presented in beautiful Prussian blue livery that really suits the locomotive. A few points others might like to be aware of. She does have traction tyres on the middle pair of driving wheels. The cab is extremely disappointing, with the moulded detail not even picked out. And another disappointment is to be found just under the boiler, a greasy gear axle protruding on both sides. It's apparent this model is simply a rehashed Airfix model from the 1970s, and yet it's not in the railroad model range, where perhaps it belongs. In 1930 this loco was absorbed by the LMS and renumbered 4561. When British Railways took over in 1948 the number was changed to 44561 and she continued hauling freight into the 1960s. I've teamed her up with my London South Western cross country set, which I guess she might possibly have worked with. After nearly 40 years and around 1 million miles service, 44561 was withdrawn in May 1962 and sent to the infamous Barry scrapyard where she was scrapped. Although 44561 did not survive the scrapper's torch, this model keeps its story alive, a tribute to a hard-working freight locomotive and a piece of railway history. And now we come to an Adams B4, number 99, named Dorset by Dapol. Here she is. Compact, powerful and full of character, this is Dorset, an Adams B4 class 040, built for the London and South Western Railway in 1893, modelled here by Dapol. Cheryl wanted to get me this one as we very much enjoy our time in Dorset. She was constructed in 1893 under Order D6 at 9 Elms Works, designed by William Adams. The B4s were small but strong, ideal for tight yards and dock work. I've said this before, but Dapol can be really proud of these little models. They are packed with detail, great performance, and even a properly flickering firebox. Number 99 in London South Western and Southern days wasn't one of the Southampton dock allocations, and so never carried a name in railway service. Instead, she worked quietly across the southern metals, allocated at times to Bournemouth, Wareham and possibly even Plymouth. But perhaps the most intriguing chapter comes from Cornwall. Reports suggest she spent time at Wadebridge shunting alongside the legendary BT well tanks. She also worked the nearby Bachmann goods yard. In February 1949, number 99 was withdrawn from British Railway service and sold into industry. She was named Dorset by her new owners, D. Zeeler & Co., and went to work at Stewarts&Lloydssteelworks in Bilston, Staffordshire. She laboured on in heavy industry for nearly a decade until her scrapping in August 1958. Though she never made it into preservation, this model ensures she is remembered, a quiet servant of the railway and industry alike. This has been the story of number 99, or as she came to be known, Dorset. Here, a photo of her back in 1931. The exact details are Plymouth, Friday, April the 3rd, 1931. This photo by kind permission of Charlie Verrill via Flickr. He says he has one of her at the steelworks named Dorset to come. That will be one to watch out for. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, comment and importantly share. Cheers for now.